start. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the... as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try the right side. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
He leaves it with his back. Oh, a lot of space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They'll try the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes Temple.
It's a running room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Extending the play. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Run it with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The gun. Running back gets the give. 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Green. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter.
Arkansas 0.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He just wisely got good. When the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line when they get to the QB.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Blake. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's in open space downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. He'll let it go to the left. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Illinois lining up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got the back in the middle. And they're able to get him down. Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short.
He's just got a knack. He just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Green. Caught close to the marker, it's Washington. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Green. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big now.
Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Illinois right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Got it in the middle. It's Arkin. Wide open spaces. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Handoff to the lone back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. That's caught. It's Arkin. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. To the ground with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Illinois!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sellers. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Keeps it on the draw. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on fourth down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Gamecock. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Illinois 14, South Carolina 7.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Off play action on first down. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Escapes trouble. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll try it over the left side. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Clement. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He might want another play. To the air, it's Altmaier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his man. It's Clement. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Gosh, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. First play of the first possession of OT. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's this decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come to account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Howard headed to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
South Carolina, 34.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois lining up quickly.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Illinois! to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for two. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Have to go for two, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Looking to pass, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. They do not convert, and we are still tied, headed for triple overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Trying to surge it in. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Snapped it in the shotgun. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. He's looking to pass. Spits it out to the back. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. To the air, it's Altmaier. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up. Getting aggressive here and going for two. He's looking to throw. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
South Carolina, 36.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game. They want to see if they can score the deuce. just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. To throw, it's Sellers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied.
Score remains tied.
They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime.
That's the end of another overtime, with the game still tied.
And they'll try to tack on two. Trying to barge their way in. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by two. Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, Dave, and both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Play the analytics here, you go for two. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
And the game still tied.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
And makes the score. Illinois 44, South Carolina 42.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. They want to throw it. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime.
good teams, really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Kick it off to get us underway.
Coming out with it, it's Selden. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Green.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll go back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Virginia Tech 7, Illinois 0.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be changing the route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Right out trying to get in. Touchdown to Illini. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point.
Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, fighting Illini. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
He'll bring it out. It's Selden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Drones. Looking deep. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.